Okay, so again, don't get too caught up. Don't get too worried if you don't understand all this in one go, because there's a lot in this. So these are graphs of displacement, velocity, and acceleration versus time. And these ones are graphs of velocity versus displacement, and acceleration versus displacement. And the velocity one kind of looks a bit like a mirror, and this one just kind of looks a bit weird, really. But just try to make sense of it as best you can. If I just zoom in on the velocity, and if you think about it in terms of when is the displacement is positive maximum, okay? So when the displacement is positive maximum, which is here, okay? Let me switch color. It's here, okay? Then the velocity is zero because it's on the zero. It's zero on the velocity axis. The displacement decreases, it comes back towards the equilibrium point, and when it gets to the equilibrium point, in other words, the displacement is zero, the velocity is positive maximum. It continues on towards into the negative side of the displacement. Here we get negative x over here. So this continues on, starts decreasing in velocity as it does that until it gets down as far as here. Okay. Then it comes back because the spring is pushing backwards on it. So the velocity starts to increase again, but this time, the speed increases. Okay, so as the spring pushes back on the mass, it increases in speed, but the velocity is now negative because it's coming back the way. It gets to a maximum negative velocity here when the displacement is zero. Okay, and then it continues on, and but again decreasing in speed. That negative velocity gets smaller and smaller and smaller until it goes to zero back here again. Okay, and it just keeps going round and round and round. So hopefully you can kind of see how that works. If you think about it in terms of the acceleration, where the displacement is positive maximum, okay, where the displacement is positive maximum, if I start from here, it doesn't really make a difference where I start from. When I just start from positive maximum displacement, that means that the acceleration is negative maximum. Okay, and this continues. As the displacement moves back this way, that acceleration decreases in size until it gets to the equilibrium point, which is here, at which point the displacement and the acceleration both go to zero. Then the displacement goes in the negative direction, starts going in the negative direction until it gets all the way to the negative maximum, which is here, and at which point the acceleration is positive maximum. Okay, so hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. See if you can go through it yourself and make a little bit of sense out of that. Okay.